Hi, I'm Joe Fitzgibbon. I'm a state representative representing the 34th Legislative District. That's West Seattle, Burien, White Center, Vashon, and Maury Islands. Coming to you today from the floor of the State House. Wanted to update you on a couple of the bills that I'm working on during the 2012 legislative session. First of all, I'm sponsoring a bill to expand access to the polls for voters in our state by moving the deadline to register to vote to participate in a given election up to the day of that election. Historically, it took longer for county auditors to verify somebody's eligibility to vote when they came in. So currently we have an 8-day waiting period in law between the last possible time you can register and still participate in the upcoming election. But modern technology allows the auditors to verify your eligibility right away. And so it's time for us to make this reform to expand access to the polls so more people will be able to participate in elections as the elections approach and they are hearing more about the candidates. Many of them may need to change their address or register for the first time, and we want to make that as easy as possible. That bill had a hearing in the State Government and Tribal Affairs Committee last week. I'm also working on a bill to phase out the use of single-use plastic bags from grocery stores. We've had a number of cities in our state, including Seattle, take action to start to phase out single-use plastic bags, in part because we've seen the major impact that plastic bag litter has on our marine ecosystems. In fact, in West Seattle, just a couple summers ago, you may remember that a gray whale washed up onto the beach with over 20 plastic bags in its stomach. All water samples taken from Puget Sound have trace amounts of plastic bags because they never decompose. They just break down into smaller and smaller pieces and work their way into the food chain. So this, as more cities have taken action, I think it's increased awareness around the problems caused by plastic bag litter. There's also a lot of businesses in our state that are concerned about the impact of a patchwork of different regulations at the city level. So we've started a conversation in Olympia about what a statewide approach to that problem might look like. And I'm really encouraged by some of the conversations that we've had around that issue, and I'm hopeful that we've raised the profile of the problem caused by plastic bag litter in our waterways. Finally, I've got a bill that has received a very warm reception to repeal a statute that was passed during the Cold War era requiring state employees and many others to take loyalty oaths to the state and to verify that they're not members of any subversive organizations. While that law may have made a lot of sense in 1951, it was struck down by the U.S. Supreme Court as unconstitutional in 1964. So almost 50 years this law has been on the books without being enforced. I think it's time for us to clean up our criminal code and remove this outdated and unconstitutional law from our books. So I've sponsored a bill to do that, which had a hearing in the Judiciary Committee, and I'm looking forward to moving that ahead this year. If you have any questions or concerns about these or any other pieces of legislation that we're considering in Olympia this year, you can always call my office at 360-786-7952. You can send me an email at joe.fitzgibbon@ledge.wa.gov. I love hearing from you and would love to know your concerns and let you know more about these and the many other issues that we're spending time on in Olympia this session. Thanks.